like I was saying, Orton had a lot of momentum coming off of, what was it, like mid to late 2010, he turned face. Then he was WWE champion before the Miz cashed in on him in, what, November or so?
At 227 pounds, Christian.
One must wonder what's going through Christian's mind. I mean, is Captain Charisma really okay with what transpired just 1 week ago? We're going to find out tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we can predict what Christian's thinking about, but we're going to see what he's thinking when the bell rings. That's for sure.
Yeah, so Orton had a lot of momentum, and on the road to WrestleMania, he had a project with CM Punk. That went really well. They had a fantastic WrestleMania match. That might have been the best match on the card. Now that I think about it. So then their rivalry had its conclusion at Extreme Rules in, was it an Extreme Rules match or No Holds Barred? It was something. So Orton wins that match and gets set into the feud with Christian. He was already super over. I mean, him turning babyface was a huge deal because he was already big time popular as a heel. So it was a natural fit to send him to SmackDown, especially with Edge retiring. They needed a really proven and star babyface on SmackDown. He gets sent there, deservedly over. Gets the world title pretty much immediately because the draft was only like a week before. It might have been the Monday before Extreme Rules. So this was Orton's second match, or it was Orton's second match on SmackDown when he won the world title, I believe. But still, it was surprising, the backlash at him winning so quickly. And a lot of people felt like, you know, if Christian's going to be a transitional champion, okay, maybe they should have waited for Over the Limit for them to have their match. Definitely at the time, I was pissed off. I've more than gotten over it now. Actually, in retrospect, I actually think it was brilliant the way they set up Christian losing the title so quickly to Orton, because it really drove the storyline. Christian losing 3 weeks after winning the title compared to 2 days or 5 days in storyline because they counted the taping days. It's a lot different. It completely changes the narrative. So in retrospect, because I think the story that the entire TLC is based around is pretty good. It's not perfect. I mean, the actual original 2011 storyline itself, I thought they could have done a little better. But it's pretty damn good, and without it starting the way it did, with Orton beating Christian so quickly, so early on into his title reign, it just wouldn't have been the same story. You couldn't have written it the same way, and it probably wouldn't have worked. It probably wouldn't have gone on for months. It maybe would have been a 1 or 2 month thing, as opposed to like 4 straight months of them feuding. Over 4 months, because it went into mid-September. And I just goofed and talked over it. But another thing, again, going to accuracy and how impressive all of this is that Cole actually noted that Mark Henry was, you know, he said something like, oh, he's got a new attitude, blah, 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 blah. And that's all correct. Mark Henry was fresh off of a heel turn at this time. He had been a babyface buried in the mid-card on Raw, and got drafted to SmackDown. And the night of the draft, I believe, there was this big 6-man tag match. I want to say it was Christian Henry and John Cena on Team SmackDown against Team Raw, which was Del Rio, CM Punk, and The Miz, I suppose. And during that match, Henry turned heel by attacking Cena and Christian. Team Raw won, which means they won a draft pick. Raw's final draft pick. The final draft pick ever, I believe. Yeah, because that was the final draft. I think so. Was them getting Cena. So the same night Cena gets drafted to SmackDown, he gets sent back to Raw. Very, very predictable ending. I try not to get destroyed by Sheamus here. We don't want this game to be too realistic. No, fucking A. So yeah, pretty impressive that that they went so far as to acknowledge that Henry was fresh off of a heel turn with a brand new mindset in 2011, because it's really irrelevant toward, at least towards this DLC. Then again, I'm kind of wondering if they're going to tie in this DLC with Mark Henry's, because there's supposed to be a Hall of Pain DLC coming out, and the two kind of cross over at the very end. Even though this DLC will end at SummerSlam, the entire showcase, it culminates with the No Holds Barred match at SummerSlam. But Christian did get a rematch after losing at SummerSlam. It was on a live Super SmackDown. And the catch to that match was that between him and Orton, the winner would go on to face Mark Henry at Night of Champions, who had already become #1 contender.
Sheamus seeks out a big move here.
I need to fucking get serious and stop letting Sheamus wail on me.
You're not seeing stars, you're looking at constellation.
See if I can maybe form a tag move.
You know, we've seen unlikely pairs, but
there
these
you go.
two have become bitter rivals.
I don't think the Viper completely trusts anyone, but we'll see if the mutual respect he and Christian seem to have for one another is enough to keep them together as a team.
And he finally gets out of the ring.
So at that at the Super SmackDown match, after Orton successfully retained, is when his and Mark Henry's rivalry kind of officially began, because Henry attacked Orton. So it'll be interesting to see if they try to kind of combine the two. Maybe they'll have I would think they would. How could they not? That's a pretty important moment in their rivalry together. Then again, it'll be interesting to see where they start and end Henry's DLC, because technically his push started at SummerSlam when he faced Sheamus. Sheamus had just turned face, which he's been ever since.
But he's not been able to get out of the blocks at all in this match.
Sheamus might be
Do another
wondering
tag
what hit
move.
him, and how many times.
The Celtic Warrior's been looking to make a name for himself on SmackDown. He needs to show some signs of life here before it's too late.
And this is a unique set of circumstances. In this tag match, Randy Orton is looking at 3 top contenders for his world title, one of which is his tag team partner.
King, it is a unique set of circumstances. You have to wonder if Randy Orton has been looking over his shoulder since he woke up today.
Well, for the Viper to be in a tag match with essentially his top 3 contenders,
That's
I
right.
think Orton won't feel
I remember
safe
how this
until
ends.
night is over, and he's holding the World Heavyweight
No,
Championship
no,
on
no,
his
no,
trump
no.
Randy Orton's going to be looking to
Yeah, it becomes you can't finish the match unless Sheamus is in.
of his partner, Christian.
So if he tags in Mark Henry, it's going to be a big problem for me. No, the fuck you. Knock it off with that shit. No. Oh, God damn it. Oh well. He's just fucking throwing. Might as well tag in Christian. No way to save Orton's energy. And then again, Christian's pretty worn out, so probably better that I don't.
Randy Orton, so devious.
I'll use the Hangman's DDT on Henry. If I damage him enough, he'll want to make a tag. I'll save this finisher, and now I can bring in Christian, or I can climb up to the middle rope. There we go, LB. Are you gonna make a tag or what? I'll let you make a tag if you're gonna make a tag. Alright, whatever.
He wants back in this match in the worst way.
Come on. Come on, get up, get up, get up.
Watch it. That's it. He's done.
Mark Henry can take just as good of a beating as he can give, but he's on the short end of this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like these attacks.
Hopefully he'll want to tag out to Sheamus after I put the kill switch on him.
Pain induction in this one or not.
King, Mark Henry starting to show real fatigue. Christian delivering crippling punishment.
Oh, man. Mark Henry's reeling. He might be down for the count.
Normally we see Mark Henry making sure an opponent remains battered throughout a match, not the other way around.
Yeah, Mark
Go make a tag. Go make a tag, Mark.
This is a super heavyweight type offense we're seeing.
There you go. There you go. Good boy.
As a victory in itself.
All right.
I went for the RKO. A counter right to the midsection.
Oh, remember this? Remember when Sheamus used to do the high cross? Me neither.
Hey, look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Christian from behind.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, cool finish. Good tag finish.
Kill switch.
Christian hooks the leg.
Got him.
That's accurate too. And it's really cool that they put this match in. Wasn't a super important match, but still cool. Cool that they added this little SmackDown build-up.
Randy Orton, the new World Heavyweight Champion, and Christian, victorious as teammates. Wait a minute, are you kidding me? Orton and Christian
Good guys.
shaking hands.
Babyface versus
There's
babyface.
a sight I never thought I'd see.